Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cements. Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200. Title sponsor Triveni Group. Strength partner
Shivam Cement.
Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200 4V. Co-sponsored by
Real Immuno Mango Plus. Tapaiko immunity ko lagi.
Associate sponsor
The best Saurya Cement.
यति कार्पेट पछाडि प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला.
Digital streaming partner OSR Sports. Official right holder AdPad. Marketed by AD Release.
Hello and namaste. Welcome to Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cement, powered by TVS Apache RTR 200. I'm your host Siksha Sangraula, and we are in front of your television screen to talk about cricket, and that too especially about Bajaj Pulsar Everest Premier League that is happening really soon. We just have 5 more days to go. And to talk about it today in our studio, we have with us Mr. Abhimanyau Golchha, the Director of HH Bajaj Golchha Group. Welcome to our show, sir.
Hi Siksha, happy to be here.
How are you feeling right now? It's starting really soon. We just have 5 more days to go.
No, I'm very excited. I think this year the event is going up one level. So it's a very exciting time for everyone in Nepal.
Golchha Group is a very well-known and reputed business house in Nepal. What attracted you to invest in cricket?
So Siksha, it's like this. So Golchha Group obviously has invested in a variety of events. But this is specifically by Bajaj Pulsar. So Bajaj Pulsar is the leading motorcycle brand in Nepal right now. And we've always invested in sports because Pulsar is a brand that is connected with the youth since its inception. And we felt that sports is one category that always connects the youth together. So over the past, you've seen that starting with the Football League, the Tri-Nations, various the National Sports Journalist Awards, a lot of sporting events we've always supported because we want to resonate this Pulsar brand with the sports category.
Also, live games means you're definitely attracting a huge number of audience and media presence. What sort of a strategy are you planning to connect with the audience?
So usually in Nepal, I think in a lot of events of the past, it's been a lot of focus on the ground. So there's been a lot of branding on the ground, things like rope branding, hoarding boards, display. So all that will be there, but I think this time what's going to be different is the kind of broadcasting. When you see the matches, it'll be difficult to tell the difference between this and an international level match or an IPL match. So the kind of broadcasting you'll see will cater to a larger set of audience. So I think that'll be the biggest strength this year.
What sort of broadcasting are you planning for?
So of course with TV, we are this time the EPL will be broadcast in 150 countries. It'll be broadcasted to a crowd of 450 million viewers. So I think it's going to put Nepal on the map. Cricket has been a sport that has excelled in Nepal over the past few years, but I think this will be like a really big step to take it to the next level and to showcase Nepal as a cricketing nation across the world.
Also, I wanted to add one thing. IPL has started, so do you think the clash between EPL and IPL will affect the viewership of EPL?
I don't think so. I think, first of all, obviously the timings are different, so that's the biggest factor. And I think there's a separate kind of crowd here, and I think Nepalis are so excited to see the local talent on show and some of the huge international stars on place. I don't think it's going to affect the viewership of the EPL.
Any international stars that you're really connected to and want to see him playing on the field?
Well, it's going to be a generic answer, but I think Shahid Afridi is someone everyone's very excited about.
Definitely.
Apart from that, I think there's a few great stars. Mohammad Shahzad has played really well for Afghanistan. Upul Tharanga is there. So these are some of the names. I mean, there's so many international stars this year. I'm so excited to see them all.
And EPL is getting bigger and better every year, and title sponsors play a huge role in making the event successful. So any plans for further EPL अब आउने केही वर्षहरुमा के कस्तो प्रोजेक्ट्सहरु लिएर आउँदै हुन्छ to make EPL much bigger?
So this is the 4th season of the EPL, and if you remember from the first season, it was all domestic players, and every year it has grown one level. This year I think is like a big step because with the kind of international stars that are coming in, it's going to give such a great experience to the Nepali team. The fact that the Nepali stars will share a dressing room with some of these international stars gives them some kind of experience which they've never felt before. I mean, you look at an example of IPL, why the Indian team has done so well over the past 5-6 years is because the youth of India has been able to share a dressing room with these international stars. And I think that's molded the team into a different level. And I think this EPL is a very similar platform in molding the Nepali team into a different level.
Also, Bajaj Pulsar has been associated with sports since a very long time, and they've done Bajaj Pulsar NSAF Awards and then A Division League, and also now EPL. So what sort of brand recognition do you think these sort of sports will give to the brand?
So as I said earlier, Pulsar is a brand that is synonymous with sports. Right from the start, I mean, Pulsar is a brand which every college student aspires to ride. And right from the start, we always wanted to associate sports with Pulsar. So sports and music were two categories which we thought connected the youth. Right now, in a country where there are hundreds of languages, hundreds of races, many religions, I feel like sports is one thing that always connects everyone together. And everyone speaks the same language when it comes to sports. I mean, if you look at any international tournament, even in the Olympics or Star Games, the whole country comes together to cheer one team. So I think sports has always been our primary target to do any sponsorships, and that is why we're going ahead with this EPL.
Also, there's a saying that big players generate big revenue for the company and the product itself. So how are you planning to connect with the players and the product itself?
So this is like a chicken and egg situation. Obviously, without big players, nobody wants to watch the games. And to get big players, you need a good sponsor on board. You need a lot of funding into the event. So I think the biggest thing is how we work synonymously in this. Us coming in, we've got a lot of investment into the tournament. And I think that's one of the major reasons why such big names have come in. And of course, there's a lot of talent in Nepal. But I think that this extra investment has got a lot of international players. And this, I think, creates a whole new level. I think for the audience, it's going to be an experience they've never seen before.
Also, we talked about international players. Any specific national player that you're looking forward to watch us play?
So, of course, as I mentioned, Shahid Afridi is someone I'm very excited to see play. Oh, and national players, yeah. Of course. So, in the Tri-Nation matches, I saw Kushal Burtel, and he was absolutely unbelievable. The way, I think 4 or 5 balls got lost, he put them out of Kirtipur Stadium. And Arif Sheikh is there. Unfortunately, Paras Kharka is now retired. But I think Gyanendra Malla's leadership will be on show. So I'm very excited to see these players.
You're watching Triveni Group presents Cricket Season Strength Partner Shivam Cement, powered by TVS Apache RTR 200. We'll be right back after this short break.
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनीलाई
विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत।
Triveni Group presents Cricket Season Strength Partner Shivam Cement, powered by TVS Apache RTR 200.
Welcome back after that short break. You're watching Triveni Group presents Cricket Season Strength Partner Shivam Cement, powered by TVS Apache RTR 200. Let's get back to our conversation. Players play a very huge role in generating the revenue and pulling the audience in the game field, and also especially they connect with the particular product. And how are you coordinating and working with the players to have a win-win situation for both?
So I think to start off with, I think it's a chicken and egg situation. Without big players, nobody wants to watch the games. And without a sponsor on board, without a lot of investment into the sport, no big player is going to come to the tournament. For Nepal, we are at that cusp right now. I think the investment has started to come in. The last couple of years, you've seen there's a lot of investment now being put into sports. And now these big players are coming in. This year with Shahid Afridi, Mohammad Shahzad, Upul Tharanga, to name a few, have come into the EPL. And I think this changes the whole game altogether. I think now a larger set of audience is now interested in the tournament. Because, I mean, with these tournaments, with these players, it just takes the whole event to a next level. And the kind of entertainment will be completely different.
EPL is a very big domestic tournament and can be made a global event, but only with a good ground and a base. So conducting EPL in different ground with the concept of home and away based tournament, can this be possible in Nepal? Do you think it can happen?
I think more than is it possible, I think it's about when. It has to happen. I mean, if you look at any global tournament, the whole charm, the fun comes when the home crowd is there, when there's an away crowd, and that's what cheers the teams on. For Nepal, unfortunately, right now, we're not in a situation, but it's all about gaining that momentum. I think with the investment coming in, with the kind of interest the crowd has shown, the kind of local talent, it's just a matter of time till this infrastructure is built. Already there are talks of, already there are stadiums being built around Nepal. I think it's just a matter of time, and I think this home and away concept is going to come in.
Also, as being one of the leading business house of Nepal and investing in sports, you have been paving a path for the upcoming investor. Any suggestions you want to put forward from this platform to them?
So I think sports, I mean, for any investor, the first thing they want to see is a value for what their investment is. I mean, sports is one thing which we felt was a very good value for us because of the kind of target audience we have for a Pulsar customer. For someone else, it could be something completely different. But it's all about putting the investment in the right place, getting a value for what you're investing in, reaching out to your target audience. And I think that kind of builds a momentum. And then the government can come in, help with the investment, help with the infrastructure, and take any sporting event to a next level.
Also, there are a lot of positive outcomes when it comes to investing in sports, but there might be some negative sides of it as well. Anything you want to pinpoint in this platform, any negative sides which sponsors especially face?
So, specifically to the EPL, one thing that concerned us, like when we got approached and we were sitting in the boardroom, was, is this tournament even going to happen? With that time, COVID was in its peak. There were 3,000-4,000 cases a day when we got approached. And the first thing our whole team said that, is this tournament even going to happen? But then the kind of expectation of this tournament and the kind of goal of this tournament was so good that it was too good to refuse. So we tried to move past it. We tried to be optimistic, and we said that, I mean, COVID cases will probably go down by then. This tournament will go ahead. So that was our number one concern. Second concern was obviously the kind of views. So we were told 450 million people is going to be reached with this event, which is crazy. That's a number I don't think any Nepali event has catered to an audience that large. So that kind of investment was required to reach that kind of audience. So we were concerned that, is this even possible? But I think the way things are going now, it looks like a very possible dream. And the third was, the main charm of the event was the international stars. But with ever-changing travel restrictions and Nepal still being on the red list in many countries, we were worried that will these stars be able to come? But right now it seems like that also has kind of ironed out, and I think we can go ahead with what we had planned.
Also, how has your personal journey been? तपाईले पहिला क्रिकेट खेल्नुहुन्थ्यो र अहिले यसरी क्रिकेटसँग नै आबद्ध हुँदा as a title sponsor, how do you feel?
So as a kid, I loved cricket. I used to play cricket all the time. Every day after school, we used to play cricket. And I mean, I've watched every international tournament there is, every World Cup, every tournament there is. And in fact, I played for the Kathmandu under-15s as well. Unfortunately, couldn't make it to the national team. Because when you look at the talents over here, you know why I didn't make it to the national team. But cricket's always been it's had that soft spot in my life. I've loved this sport.
Also, being a cricket player and being the sponsor of the entire tournament, what is the difference? What sort of difference do you feel?
Well, I think I'm very jealous, you know. I could have been there with these stars, but I'm just going to be on the stands watching it. I mean, honestly, I would give up the sponsorship if I could go sit in the dressing room with these stars and actually play the sports.
But I think you've done a great job in putting forward this is sponsorship for the event, because it's definitely going to give platform to many young talents. Since you just said that you want to share the dressing room with international players, any specific team you'd like to choose if you could play for EPL?
I think I can't answer this question either. I would definitely say I don't want to. Playing in Kathmandu would be a positive thing, because I wouldn't have to face Sandeep Lamichan's bowling. But apart from that, I don't think I can say this on record.
Okay. Also, any specific international players you want to share the dressing room with?
So, of course, Shahid Afridi is one player I think all of Nepal is really, really eagerly waiting to see. And another star which actually has kind of gone under the radar is Mohammad Shahzad. If you've seen some of his batting, he's a demolishing batsman. Like he has hit amazing innings, and he's one player I'm really interested to see.
Also, since you just said that you've been playing cricket since a young age, so any specific cricket player who have inspired you since a young age?
So, growing up, Saurav Ganguly used to be one of my favorite cricketers, and Rahul Dravid. These two, I think, got me into the sports. And then I think towards the later end, more recently, Rohit Sharma is definitely one of my favorite players. International stars, Joss Butler is a player that I really, really admire.
You're watching Triveni Group presents Cricket Season, strength partner Shivam Cement, powered by TVS Apache RTR 200. Even today we are talking about Bajaj Pulsar EPL 2021. We'll be right back after that short break. Stay tuned.
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनी जुनीलाई
विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत।
Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cement. Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200.
Welcome back after that short commercial break. You're watching Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cement, powered by TVS Apache RTR 200. Today we are in conversation with Mr. Abhimanyau Golchha, the Director of HH Bajaj Golchha Group. Let's get back to our conversation. We're almost at the end of the show. My last question for you would be, before investing in cricket, what sort of research do you do, or any specific thing that you consider?
So, just not in cricket, any kind of investment. The first thing we look at is, does it reach to our target audience? And I think cricket just touched that sweet spot for us. I think if you look at all the motorcycle target audience, they love sports, they love football, they love cricket. This was just the perfect event for us. Apart from that, what we look at is scalability. So as a title sponsor, we don't want to sponsor 1 year and then leave the next year. We want to be in it for the long run. Every event we've sponsored, we've been in it for the long run. And this is an event we thought was scalable. It is something that can grow every year. And it just checked all the right boxes. And those are the main two things we look at. Of course, apart from that, there is value for your investment, which we'll know, but I'm fully confident that this event will deliver as promised.
Also, any specific message you would want to share from this platform to fans of cricket?
Well, go support your teams. I want to see everyone out there in the stadiums cheering as loud as they can for the teams, whoever they may be. And I just hope everyone has a great time. I mean, we've prepared a really good event, and a lot of stars on show, so I just hope everyone has a great time.
I don't know if I should be asking you this or not, but any favorite team?
I think we'll have to turn off the camera before I say this answer.
We'll talk about it later, maybe. Thank you so much for coming here in our studio in such a short notice. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're watching Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cement, powered by TVS Apache RTR 200. Bajaj Pulsar EPL 2021 is starting really soon. 5 दिन मात्र बाँकी छ. असोज 9 गतेदेखि सुरु हुँदैछ र 23 असोजमा फिनाले छ. हेर्न नभुल्नु होला. And yes, keep loving Nepali sports and stay tuned. I'm your host Siksha Sangrala, signing off.
Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cement. Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200. Title sponsor Triveni Group. Strength partner
Shivam Cement.
Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200 4V. Co-sponsored by
Real Immuno Mango Plus. Tapaiko immunity ko lagi.
Associate sponsor
The best. Surya Cement.
यति कार्पेट पछाडि प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला.
Digital streaming partner OSR Sports. Official right holder AdPad. Marketed by AD Release.